guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another speed build. Today I am building in the world of Granite Falls, which came with the Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat game pack, which I believe is the first piece of DLC we got for the Sims 4. But anyway, what we're building today is sort of like a campsite Airbnb vibe. I really wanted to do something a little bit on the quirkier side, like that really interesting Airbnb you found and you're like, yeah, that sounds like a fun place to stay. And so that's what we're doing here today. It's nothing too wild, but I thought it was a little bit quirky, hence the title. And it definitely has a bit of an asymmetrical shape. I had so much fun doing that asymmetrical tiny home like last week sometime. And so I was still in a mood to play around with the roofs a little bit more. So it's definitely inspired by that same kind of idea, but I think it's a very different look at the same time. But this is a 2-floor, 1-bedroom Airbnb, but I also have a couple of tents on this lot as well. I was imagining this could be a fun spot for some friends to come stay for a vacation, and you can kind of divvy up on who's staying in the tents, who's staying in the house. But there's plenty of living space for everybody on the inside. You can, cook and everything here. And there's some fun activities outside as well. I just thought that this would be a fun build to do. I had the idea, and sometimes when I get ideas like this, I'm just like, yep, I'm doing it right now. It sounds like fun. And other times I get a lot of cool ideas. Either I come up with things on my own or you guys give me suggestions. And I'm like, I like this idea, but I don't really feel like building it right now. And so then it goes onto my idea list. And then when I'm like, I want to build, but I'm not sure what, I will look at all of these different ideas and see what is inspiring in the moment. But this was one of the ones that it just popped into my head and I was like, yes, this is what I must build right now. So, as the builds like that tend to be some of my favorites I come up with. So I really hope you guys like this one too. If you do and you decide you'd like to download it, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi, and you can also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and I will have all of that information in the description down below as well. But the outside is starting to come together here. I did end up swapping out the original wallpaper I had on this, which is from Outdoor Retreat, and decided to use this other siding that we got with Snowy Escape, which I think just looks so much cozier, and so I was pretty happy about that. But we're working on some landscaping now. I used a lot of Show Live Edit objects per usual. I wanted it to look a little bit overgrown, but not too out there, but it is a little cabin in the middle of the woods. Oh, also I used this tree from Show Live Edit objects that actually came with Outdoor Retreat that has these beautiful lights hanging down from it. I put that in the back, and then in the front there's one as well a little bit later. And I just think it adds so much character to the space. And also we do have some string lights hanging out outside. I have some cut paper crafts. I made sure to add that little chalkboard looking wall piece that came with the holiday pack. I was thinking maybe you could write your own saying on it for the day. And I just thought it was kind of cute. A little fun activity. We also have a barbecue up here. I used the one from Jungle Adventure because it's like a barrel. And I thought that was a bit of fun. And I also ended up painting that extension over on the right side to be more of a container feel, like metal. Adding a little plant out here. We have a couple of chairs with some blankets thrown over them. There's also lots of ivy growing up here and a few more plants outside as well. And just adding more to that. I was trying to make it look very lived in, a little bit eclectic and cluttered. And you'll definitely see that on the inside because it's very cluttered on the inside, like a lot. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Eclectic, like all over the place things like this, I guess a little bit quirky, are definitely my cup of tea for furnishing. And in real life, they're kind of cool too. But I think everyone finds this surprising, but everything in my entire home, which is a small 2-bedroom apartment, is gray. I love gray. I don't have any of these styles that I work on in my builds. It's gray. I'm pro boring like that. But I love colorful, quirky builds in The Sims. And so this one was just a joy to do. Working on the landscaping here, and it was a little bit difficult to do because of the terrain manipulation I did. Because plants like to float if you make hills in The Sims. And I don't know what it is with me. I've always been like this when I'm explaining things. I will just sing parts of what I'm saying. And I think recently I started doing it more in voiceovers because I do it on Twitch a lot. And if you didn't know, I stream over on twitch.tv/MishGryphi. I am messing up my words, but that's fine. 4 times a week. And I think I've just become more comfortable talking since streaming more. And so now some of that's carrying through to my videos as well, particularly the singing when I'm explaining things. But the making mistakes about everything I say, that's just always been here, because if I cut all of those out and paused and started over recording every time I messed up, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. Like, I wouldn't upload. Let me know if you relate to that. Do you always mess up on what you're saying? I'm incapable of speaking a lot of the time. I mess up a lot. Anyway, you saw the tents go in there. We also have what is it called? Horseshoe toss. And then I decided it would be kind of cute to add like a swing set here. I feel like that just sounds like such a cozy thing you can discover here with your friends, or maybe you're staying here with a significant other, and just like a fun activity. So I added the swing set that came with Island Living back there because I felt like that one matched a lot better than the Seasons one. And then I also added like some graffiti on the sign. I just thought that was a fun addition. And I also ended up bringing that same like graffiti piece to the inside of the build as well, which we're about to start working on. Upstairs, I do decide to have the part in the glass room as like its own separate room. And actually, I'm recording the voiceover before I play tested this, but it is definitely on my to-do list to play test this before I put it up on the gallery and make sure everything works. If there's anything that doesn't ahead of time, I will make sure it does, even if it looks slightly different than it does in this video, to make sure everything is functional on my end. But upstairs, I do have like a room planned in that glass area that has items that I would hope your Sims can use, but if they can't, I will fiddle with it. So no worries if you guys try to download this. It will be functional. I just can't promise it will look exactly the same upstairs, because that's the only part I'm really worried about. I feel like downstairs should be a-okay. And you can see the kitchen starting to be formed here. Yeah, I did use the counters that came with the new Country Kitchen kit. I just thought that they really worked nicely for the vibe I was going for in here. And as you saw in the beginning, I didn't know what vibe I was going for. I was just like, what's quirky? And I was actually on a call with my friend Techni. If you guys watch Twitch, if you guys know Now in Technicolor, I was chit-chatting with her and I was just like, what's quirky in The Sims? And decorating this kitchen. And we have this ongoing joke when I work on a build and I'm talking to her, that she says, well, if your audience thinks it's ugly, you can blame me. So if you don't like it, it's Techni's fault. But it's fine. It's fine. I was just having fun building this. That's just completely a joke. But I did really enjoy that I combined these two items in the kitchen, the side table from Jungle Adventure and the side table from Laundry Day. I just think it looks super cute together, having the like baskets and pillows and stuff under there for extra storage. And then we're figuring out the bedroom over here. And not the bedroom. That is not a bedroom. That is 3.5 tiles, Tanya. That is not a bedroom. That is a bathroom. We're going to be figuring that out momentarily. But as you can see, the kitchen takes up the biggest portion of this entire home, or this entire rental, and oopsies. But I think that's an important part of a home, is having your Sims be able to cook. But we have a dining space inside that actually right now has 4 seats, but it's only going to have 3 in the end. But then, you know, there's other places to sit and eat, and I think this is a very fun space for your Sims to come and stay here for a little vacation. You saw that I added the corner bench in there. That's why there's only 3 seats now. I just thought that that looked really cute. And then the living room portion is tucked in the corner over here by the bathroom. There's just a TV in there and a single love seat. And then the bathroom, I think, is really fun. These tiles on the floor, I don't know if I've ever used them. And then I'm using a sink from Jungle Adventure, and it's just very colorful. As you can see upstairs, though, bedroom at the top of the ladder. And then in this room, we're going to be having the Don't Wake the Llama table, which is basically like Jenga with a llama. And so I want this room to be functional. I also just decorated it. I wanted it to look kind of cluttered and fun. There's a bookcase thing over here. I don't think that's a functional bookcase, right? It's just a decorative piece that came with eco lifestyle. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just decorative, but I thought it looked nice in that space. And then we're just getting a rug in here and painting the walls. Just getting a couple of more decorations and putting some clutter over on the dresser as well, plus a mirror. And I think I put some vines by the bed, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this rental. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.